Dalton was just about to leave for the evening when Veronica turned to him. Dalton? Yes, what is it, Veronica? Would you like to spend the night here? Sure, that'd be wonderful. Where can I sleep? With me in my bed. Seriously? Come with it. It's just around the corner at the end of the hallway. Mike and Veronica come to the end of the hallway. Veronica's bedroom is. This is a beautiful bedroom, Veronica. I notice you have a telescope. Can I have a look? Sure, take a look through it. Mike looks through the telescope and sees a beautiful array of planets and constellations on that warm evening in early June. Do you see that planet to the west of Orion? I can see which planet is it? That's planet John Q. It is? How do you know? I'm so nice when planet John Q, though many light years away, emits a brilliant light, enabling it to be seen by the naked human eye here on Earth. When this occurs, if you are staring right at the planet, you receive alien messages transmitted to your mind through a kind of transom that connects material reality to non-material reality in the field of thought forms. Are they in the form of words? No, it's pure thought. You receive thoughts from aliens on planet Jandaku in a kind of esoteric field where your thoughts could be sent to the aliens. It's fascinating. Is there any alien in particular that you are getting to know? There's a male alien named Kando and a female alien named Isidorix I've become acquainted with. They're in a lover's dispute. Turn around looking back at you, Veronica. Veronica turns around and sees Kando and Isidorix in back of him. They've apparently teleported to Earth and are standing there in Veronica's bedroom. Greetings, Earthlings. Aye. Wow. How did you get here so quickly? We teleported from planet Jandaku. Nice bedroom. Thanks, Kando. Would you aliens like a drink or something? No, we have to get going. Kando and Isidorix teleported back to planet Jandaku. Wow. So, now you met Kando and Isidorix. Yeah, that was interesting. You should be with me, Veronica. We'll talk about it. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton sees Veronica in the parking lot after school. They start talking to each other. Meanwhile, in the Dreamlove Theater, Dalton and Veronica from Heathers 2 are talking to each other in the realm where parallel narrative is taking place. Do you want to get some popcorn? Sure. Veronica and Dalton come back to their realm, from the realm where parallel narrative takes place, and go to the concession stand for popcorn. They start eating their popcorn and having a conversation. This is fascinating. We are watching our younger selves in a parallel narrative. To Heathers. It's amazing to see scenes that took place that were not included in the movie. Yeah, people are fans of Heathers should see parallel narrative to get the whole story. The real story of Heathers is really the original movie along with the parallel narrative. Dalton and Veronica went back into the theater to watch the rest of the parallel narrative. They come out of the Dreamlove Theater to a beautiful moonlit evening, and were greeted by Kando and Isidorix. It's nice to see you. Hi. It's nice to see you, Kando and Isidorix. Are you getting along? Our romance is blossoming. Can we come to your lake house? That's not very polite, Kando. You don't just invite yourself to my lake house. Why not? Because it's not proper etiquette. You're supposed to wait for the person to invite you. If they do invite you, then you graciously accept their invitation. We're coming to your lake house. What? You are not coming to my lake house. You have not been invited. We are coming to your lake house. Stay out of it, Isidorix. You and Kando are not coming to my lake house. Either Isidorix and I come to your lake house, or you are going to be teleported to planet Q. You can't teleport us to planet Q, Kando. Watch me. Kando and Isidorix got out of their spaceship and traveled back to the planet Q. You don't really think, Kando can teleport us to planet Q, do you? Let's hope not. I don't want to live with a bunch of aliens. Let's go to your lake house. Sure. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house. They had a wonderful evening. They got up the next morning and went for a walk along Lake Serenity. It was a breezy and warm morning in late June, and there was a brightness to the sky that lent itself to an eternal optimism. This place is beautiful, Veronica. I would really love to see you purchase your lake house. Believe me, I want to. I can't afford it. If I moved in with you, you could afford it. That'd be nice. You have to be faithful to me if you want to keep me. I have been faithful to you, Veronica. I have had lustful thoughts about other women, but I didn't actually cheat on you. Commitment is predicated on total devotion to your lover in thoughts and actions. Sexual activity is an empty physical experience when it is not connected to true love. I agree wholeheartedly, Veronica. I know I joked around about it in the past, but I believe in commitment and sex as a beautiful expression of the consummation of love. That's the right thing to say. Think of the wonderful new memories we could form if I was to move in with you. A house is only an object constructed out of wood and other materials until it is illuminated with the souls of lovers so deeply in love that their love is an essence of beauty that brings transcendence to the hearts and minds of human beings and tranquility to places. I agree. Do you want to go back to your lake house for lunch? Sure. Dalton and Veronica went back to the lake house to find JD leaning against his black Corvette with his arms crossed and a jealous look on his face. Good morning, you lovers. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing us here. The fuck are you doing here, JD? Nobody invited you to Veronica's lake house. I didn't need an invitation. You see, my dad's construction company built this beautiful house. Veronica has been defaulting on rental payments. Unless she pays the rent, she's out of here. The rent is in the mail. Now get the fuck out of here, or I call the police. Why did you leave me for this science nerd, Veronica? He's not a nerd. He's a cool person who is a brilliant scientist. Whatever, Veronica. With that, JD, looking extremely sad and dejected, cruises off back in his Corvette. Let's have some lunch. Sure. Dalton and Veronica talked into the afternoon and had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning and walked to Lake Serenity. It was a cloudy, unseasonably cool morning for midsummer, with an almost autumnal chill in the air. That JD really turned out to be a bastard, hasn't he? Yeah, the situation is not good. I have this beautiful lake house that I can only keep if I make rental payments to that son of a bitch. Maybe you should look into another lake house on some other lake. I don't like the idea of you here. Not when JD's dad's construction company is involved. I agree with that. I don't like dealing with JD and his dad's construction company as a renter of this house, especially considering the fact that JD is bitter about leaving me, about me leaving him. It's like he has this pathetic jealousy whenever he sees me with you. What is it that keeps you here despite such unnerving circumstances? It's the house itself. I feel great in this house. This house seems to communicate with me on a subliminal level, giving me a sense of eternal pleasure and security as it illuminates my soul with the knowledge of the truth of limitless beauty as I wander through labyrinthine realms of indescribable transcendence. Really? You feel all that inside of this house? I was just looking out the window the other day and saw a bum eating scraps of food out of your garbage can. This place gives me a feeling of being eternally disgusted by the utter depravity of a humanity that, despite having evolved socially, economically, technologically, and intellectually, still is in a disordered state. The guy who eats my garbage? He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of yours? The guy who eats scraps of food out of your garbage. Yes, he is. First of all, why would you befriend a bum who eats your garbage? He's not a bum. Come again? He's not a bum? He most certainly is not a bum. I always thought that if you ate garbage out of garbage cans, that would seem to imply that you are a bum. Here's the difference, okay? He eats my garbage because he likes it. He's actually a multimillionaire with a strange fascination with garbage. He's part of a secret society of garbage-eating millionaires, unbeknownst to most people, except for me, and now you, who are on a quest to find a perfect meal that they harvested from people's garbage. They compare results with each other and hold discussions about the nuances and subtleties of the garbage that they have eaten. As a matter of fact, there's a cable television station that is only available to them where they have a weekly show about the different homes they ate garbage at. They type they they tape episodes and have discussions about trash cuisine in a similar way to the show Check Please. That's really bizarre. How about it? What's the guy's name who eats your garbage? I don't know. I was just kidding. I didn't know that you saw somebody eating my garbage. Really? You saw somebody eating my garbage? Yes, I did, Veronica. um, I think you should move. Okay. So that was a bizarre incident that you happened to see. Assuming that that is the exception and not the rule, I want to keep my lake house. I don't know. It is a beautiful place. When I walk along the lake with you, my soul is transported to a plane of existence, whereupon I feel the numinous glow of my soul, the glow of my self awareness in a place of otherworldly pleasures that can only be felt by the union of the souls of lovers who have found each other on this fleeting temporal plane of existence in a society of people, many of whom inhabit mortal physical forms, animated by souls that are dead to the sublime and transcendent feelings of an alive soul. I feel that way when I'm with you too. These pleasures that I feel are not strictly physical pleasures derived um, from a mortal physical form, but the transcendent pleasures of a soul that has found its soulmate that is enlightened by the awareness of the existence of higher levels of reality beyond this illusory plane of existence. I don't even know what the fuck I just said. Okay, no, I do. I'm just kidding. Um, um, yeah, I agree. Awesome. Would you like to take a walk to the lake? Sure, that would be wonderful. Let's go. Mike and Verona took a walk along Lake Serenity. They went back to Veronica's lake house and proceeded to have a wonderful evening.